All right, let's take a quick look at how you can get an Impero group created and also how you can get students added into that or removed from any group that you have. So while you may have class groups set up that look similar to this up here, you have this ability to create a new group anytime you want. So you can click on this green plus button in the upper left-hand corner, and it's going to bring up this box right here. You can name this group whatever you want to name it. So if you're at the high school or middle school, then you are going to want to set this up as a user because all of your students are set up that way. So when you do user, it's basically anytime that user signs in, they're a part of your group, you're going to see them no matter where. If you do computer, so somebody at Austin, or if you're in a room with a set of computers, maybe desktop computers, you could choose computers and then you could pick the exact computer. What's going to happen with that is you're only controlling those computers. So there's a difference there, but for most of you, you're going to select user, and then you're going to come down here to say add new member. And when you do that, since you're using a username, you want this search tag to show username, and you're going to put in the first part of their school email. So that can be found in Skyward, and then you can say add a new member, and you could add more members at that point. And then once you have both of those in, you just come down here and say okay. Now, this is an important box to pop up. It says you haven't set any group access rights. By default, all Impero console users will have access to this group. Would you like to remove these access rights so that only you can see this group? So if you're creating your own group, please go ahead and say yes, that you want to remove these rights so only you can see this group. That way it doesn't show up in everybody's list. And then I can say okay here, and it tells me that it was successfully created. And it says it may take a few minutes for it to appear in my group. But you can see that I already have that right over here. So inside of this group, I can see that my users have been logged into basically 3 computers. All of them are offline right now, but they all show up in that list. Now, if I wanted to add somebody to that later, so I've already got that group created, or it's my class group that we created for you, and you want to add them to it after the fact, then you're going to come back to that group, you're going to right click on it, and you're going to select properties, and it will bring this box back up. Now say that this student's no longer in my class, I could come over here and say delete, and they're gone. It's that simple. You're not deleting them from Impero, you're just deleting them from your group. If you had made this a computer group up front, the difference is then you would need to find the computer number that those students are on, and that's going to look something like this up here. Anyway, that's all you got to do to create a group and to add and remove students from your Impero groups. Hope this helps.